What is going on with y'all, man? It is Black Balloon, and I'm coming back with another video, man. So y'all already know what's going on. All right, y'all. Now y'all already know we got to talk about Mario, right? I want to show the clip that's been going around about Mario talking about witchcraft, and I never really trusted Mario. I always thought Mario was just kind of off to me. Any dude that wears a chin strap beard, I mean, Mario was just always a little off to me. You know, I think he even had something going on where he was like rumored to had assaulted his own mom or something, or went to jail shortly for it, and then his mom came out to say that he didn't hit her. I don't know. I didn't really get much into it, but Mario just looked like one of them dudes you can't trust with nothing. And then he tried to be a tough guy when he was just performing and tried to kick one of the cameramen off stage as if he was performing in front of a packed out arena or something. It was cringe. It was cringe to watch it. Him trying to be tough and then go right back to singing his song when he kicked the cameraman off stage that was literally recording him. Y'all know recently he also was on Casanat's stream as well. I don't know why. No idea. Maybe he paid Casanat to get back on the stream. Something. Because now this video is going around of him talking about witchcraft and the little staff that he has that's full of like 20 plus different crystals or something like that. So I don't know what's going on with Mario, why he's paying these people to get his name back out there and get a little bit of fame again. I don't know. I have no idea. But y'all know we got to talk about it. Look, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this clip with Mario. Then we're going to come back and we'll talk about it a little bit more. All right. Check this out.
So when you say witchcraft, do I don't think people critically think about how much witchcraft and what witchcraft actually represents or what it means, right? When you say it to a person who understands occult knowledge, and when I say that, I just mean the things that most people don't study, right? That's something that means you practice certain rituals based on intentions that have certain outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
You want to call it witchcraft? Cool. You want to call it spirituality? Cool. But I think that when people say, oh, that's witchcraft, it's because they don't understand that they also are involved in witchcraft and don't even know it in life. People performing on them, commercials performing on you. There's so much going on that people don't understand. I'm a person who like to bring things to the light slowly, and I don't mind people judging it what they don't understand. It's fine. I'm here. I'm a teacher. I'm a student and a teacher at the same time. So what you saw me carrying was a staff with a bunch of crystals on it that all work to both protect, emit, pull in, and ground energy. So I had about 16 different crystals I had on the staff. All of them have different purposes. And so at the top, I think I have an amethyst at the top and a quartz at the bottom, or vice versa. So quartz is magnifies energy. There's quartz crystals in your phones. There's crystals in computers. Why? Because they're used as a conduit, right? They have some copper on there as well. Copper is what ancient Egyptians used to also ground energy and to protect and keep the energy flowing through their body. Then you have amethyst, which is a protection stone and cleansing stone. You have hematite and citrine and pyrite. Pyrite came from a meteorite that hit the planet over 50 million years ago. So pyrite represents vitality and movement. And also mercury, which is what I have tatted right here. A lot of people are like, oh, you got devil horns on your neck. That's not devil horns. It's the symbol Mercury. And Mercury represents communication and creativity. So a lot of the things that I do is based on intention and based on, it helps me to keep my energy protected, but it also helps me to keep things moving, because there's a lot of energy that's moving around us that we can't see every day.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I believe in that. I've been studying that, and I've been moving like that, and I feel like it keeps me, it just keeps me protected and grounded, and keeps me in the right space, bro. That's why I brought it.
Okay.
Yeah,
You ain't got it with you right now, dude.
I don't travel with it.
Okay.
Right, this is right. It's very grounded. Like hematite is very grounded. Like say, like people who have like iron deficiency and stuff, that they have like hematite, because this activates the iron in your blood. Like it's grounded.
Damn. What made you get into it though?
I've been in the crystals for years, bro.
What?
Years, yeah. When I used to when I did a lot of like just healing work, bro. When I first moved to LA, when I was like 20. Bro, and I would say this to people: if you're ever unsure about something, just do your research. Do your research, because what you'll find is that there may be something that you connect with and you'll be like, you know, let me try this for myself. And it may be something that works for you and helps you in life. And you'll be surprised what our ancestors were into, how they were protecting themselves during times of the dark ages, and how they were praying, and what they were praying to, and how they were getting supported in a lot of ways. Like we can't be scared of the knowledge that's actually ours and for us. That's what I will say. You know, we obviously when I grew up, everything was fearful. Everything was like, don't do that, nigga, you're gonna go to hell. Don't brush my feet with the spoon. Spit on the broom. Like,
yeah. Don't split the pole.
Don't split the pole. Don't, like, you give power to these things. Like, what are you giving it power for? It's just like you gotta take the power back into your own hands. We have to do that, because I'm gonna say this: there's a lot of witchcraft, because witchcraft can be both good and
Good and bad.
Good and bad. There's a lot of witchcraft that's performed on our people, and we don't even know it. But because we're scared of it, we won't even study it to understand how to undo shit that's been done.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the opposite. I grew up in that mindset, and then when I was 23, I became a mystic, and I started practicing the opposite way, and it's been changing my life ever since. And I promise you, in 10 years from now, you're gonna look and see the same person and be like, how the fuck is he doing that? So if you want to say it's witchcraft, say it's witchcraft. But if you want to say it's a person who understands and studies, then that's I think that's the right way to go about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Last
so
thing, what is a mystic?
Oh, basically a person who studies the unknown, knowledges of existence. I don't have any type of association with any religious cult or group.
Oh, okay.
I'm a mystic, so
Okay.
I've studied a little bit of everything.
Gotcha.
And yeah, and it's been very helpful with me to understand how to navigate myself through this realm.
Now, this is the face of what the hell did you bring on my stream? You can tell Casanat not even listening to what he's saying. He looking at the screen of the chat. Mario sitting here trying to explain what they mean, and that shit is going one ear completely out of the other. No interest at all in what he is saying. And the thing is, you damn near just caught Mario in a lie. I mean, unless Kai is in LA, I'm sure, in this house, and Mario said he doesn't travel with the staff. And if he stays in LA still, then I guess traveling to Casanat's stream house isn't, really traveling with the staff. But maybe that's what he meant. Maybe he was out of state when he did that interview on the radio. But he definitely brought it on the stream for hundreds of thousands of people to see, this giant staff made of so many crystals. Now, we all know people, we've all dealt with people that like crystals, but some people take it to the extreme. Some people actually begin to worship the crystals and believe in them, that they are clearing their energy and making their life better, so on and so on. I mean, you heard Mario in that interview try and massage people's mind to not take it as like evil witchcraft that he's practicing. He's trying to tell you, oh, it's in your phone, it's in your computer, it's this and that. That's like a little small manipulation tactic to make you think that, hey, this is nothing wrong with this. It's in your phone. It's this. He calls himself a mystic. He mind you, even right here in this part on the stream, and he talked about his struggles and stuff, and when he moved to LA from Baltimore in his 20s, this really helped him. He didn't say God not one time. I'm talking about not a mention of a higher power, the Most High, Jesus, nothing. He said nothing at all. And in that interview where he had that red jacket on, once again, he just said, he navigates through this realm by studying the occult, studying the unknown. Never said anything about God, believing in God, leaning on God. Nothing at all. Nothing. Just sitting there trying to convince listeners that what he's doing is okay and you should do it too. Hey, there's nothing wrong with it. Tries to mention that witchcraft is being done on our people through commercials and this. And yeah, he's right. I mean, he's right about that part, but he's not saying it as, I'm trying to expose witchcraft. He's saying that so what he does look good to you and you'll want to follow in his same footsteps or at least approve his method, of madness, basically, because anytime I hear people talk like that, no matter how deep they may be into crystals and stuff like that, I mean, I just feel like, you truly are looking for direction and something to believe in, but you're trying your hardest to not believe in God. Some people really try their hardest. They will go down every single path of deception to not believe in God first. It's like, nah, I don't want to try believing in God first. Let me go try to find some other shit, some crystals and some other gods. Let me try them. Then I'll think about believing in God later. That's like how people are with this kind of stuff. It's like they just don't want to believe that. They just think it's a man in the sky and they just don't want to believe it. And that's the kind of person Mario rubs me off as. You already saw the thing he did with the cameraman. That was just uncalled for. I mean, he was performing in front of a pretty decent crowd, but still, was that even his show? Somebody let me know. Ain't no way that many people came out to see Mario. If so, he must still got some pull on some people, but ain't no damn way I would get this dude $1 to hear or see none of his music. Ain't no damn way. But yeah, that's why I say Mario always kind of just came off and rubbed me the wrong way. I could just look at him and just see some weirdness going on with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he really telling everything that he's involved in, since he's such a mystic and he studies the unknown and studies the occult so he can be able to undo what's been done on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, I don't need all that. I got what I need. I've been had what I need, and that's God. You know what I'm saying? I've been a person that could recognize God in my life since I was a teenager. Some people, it takes them a very long time. And it's the reason, like what I said, they search for every other possible answer but the one God is trying to give them. It never made sense to me.
This like, this right here, bro. Like, it's the end of the summer. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm trying to close out the summer with the most positive energy ever. I got a lot of great things happening.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like my staff, bro. It's like got a bunch of crystals.
Did you make
on it? Nah.
So what does it mean?
A lot of these. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Damn, chat.
Yeah, it's crazy. So like this right here, so this is hematite. This activates the iron in your blood. Like it's grounded.
Damn. What made you get into it though?
I've been in crystals for years, bro.
What?
Years, yeah. When I did a lot of like just healing work, bro. When I first moved to LA when I was like 23.
Yeah.
I moved from Baltimore. I was going through a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And I just had to really get my life together.
Damn.
I got in the crystals then.
Kai, you gotta be more careful, bro. Mario is into new age witchcraft. We gotta pray for Mario. We gotta pray that Kai has some more discernment. Don't be touching that witchcraft stuff. Mario's faith right now is in rocks, is in crystals. See, my faith is not in rocks, is in Jesus Christ. See, and God says right here that Jesus Christ is actually the stone, our cornerstone, but we have rejected that stone who is Jesus, and we have started to pick up these rocks and started praying to them and worshiping them and trusting them for positivity and to bring love and to bring whatever into our life. I used to be that way. I went through a lot in life too, shelters, homelessness, abuse, a whole lot of things, bro, and I wanted control and feel like I had control over my life again. You feel what I'm saying? So I fell into witchcraft, and crystals was one of them. This manual right here in my testimony. I wore thousands of dollars of crystals around my neck. I always carried certain crystals in my pocket depending on the day. And if you hear what Mario said, Kai said, you always walk around with that? He said, no, but specifically, I wanted to bring it to your stream. I want to make sure that I get positivity to end my month in positivity. This right here is going to do it for me. Mario grew up Christian. Then he got adopted around 13 years old or whatever and followed Islam for like 4 years. Then in his 20s, he started getting into spiritualism, mysticism, witchcraft, crystals, astrology, all of that. Let's get the word, and be careful not to raise your eyes to heaven and look at the sun, the moon, the stars, all of the heavenly lights, and allow yourself to be drawn away and worship them. Same thing with crystals. God created them, but not for you to worship them, not for you to think you're going to get luck and blessings from them. Anything you put above or before God, or the source before God, is idolatry. And God says it is foolishness, and he makes it into a God, his carved image. He bows down before it and worships it. He also prays to it and says, save me, for you are my God. Right now, Mario thinks that crystals is his God. He said things were crazy in his life, and he told Kai that's when he got into crystals. Mario, Kai, make Jesus the source of everything in your life. You need healing, you need love, you need protection, you need restoration. Get it from Jesus.
And you see, even in that clip that, we just got done listening to, he noticed as well. He was like, nah, I don't carry it around. Even in the radio clip, he said, I don't travel with it, but I'm going to bring it on your stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to bring it and absorb some of this energy y'all got in here. Causing that, not knowing game, not, having enough discernment, he asked to touch it. And people who get into crystals anyway, they already know to not let anyone touch their crystals. They wash them, they put them under sunlight, under moonlight, and they're supposed to be specifically for you and your, energy or whatever you're trying to create. So you're not supposed to touch someone else's crystals, especially not a staff or whatever you want to call that, full of these giant crystals. You know what I'm saying? But he specifically wanted to get up in there, absorb some of that energy. I mean, he said it. He said the positivity here and all of this good stuff. I would have been like, yo, why you bring that here, bro? Like, before the stream even started, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wanted to make this a segment out of the stream. We can talk about other things. And it's just, it's crazy when obviously, like, Mario is going on kind of like a little press run, and everything that he's doing, there's a segment about his crystals and his witchcraft and stuff, as if like he wants this to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? Something I would, I don't ever have to get into, because I know where, I know where my heart lies. I know where my belief system lies, where my faith lies. And I know for a fact, I don't care what nobody says. I'm not walking around with rocks. I'm not believing in pitting rocks and stuff in my windows and crystals and this and that. It's not happening, because it ain't changing shit. You eat bad food, you make bad decisions, you hang with the wrong people, you do all of that, and then you go home and think some rocks and crystals about to clear up all that energy. You ain't even start the day off correct, but you think these crystals is finna purify your being. Y'all can miss me with all that. All right, so that being said, man, y'all already know what's going on. I'll go ahead and cut this video here. Y'all stay tuned for tomorrow. We're going to get into the Angie Stone and D'Angelo topic. Found something that was pretty interesting. I think y'all are going to like that video. All right. So with that being said, y'all, it's Black Balloon, and I'm going to see y'all soon. All right. I'm out.